that was just like going through what we did in the last class. Okay, so welcome to list, and it's pretty straightforward. Like if you get list of something we won't go buy for market, like I said, if you don't see the square brackets, you mean saying a list you dey see so. Also, if you get empty list, may not in the inside and I just the square bracket, na in just dey. So empty list, but this list now it contain one, two, three, four, five things. These five things, if you wan count them, you go start to dey count am. Come to understand say this one dey position 0 because you need to start to dey count from 0. This one dey position 1, this one dey position 2, 3, 4. So if you say make it print, don't forget to say print and function. If you say make it print this particular my list, this my list variable, make it you go find the number 0 index. You expect say it will give you 1 because now 1 dey sit down on that number 0 index. Of course, number 2 index go be say it go pick out 3 because 0, 1 and 2, second position or number 2 position go be this 3 wey dey here. I don't know. I think it's pretty clear, but if you know they clear, make I still make I know for the chat or just open your mic, make we know before we move ahead. So now the simple thing with this, your list fit get different things inside. If you get cow, an apple, 2.5, different things where you just list for the thing. But the indexing I see be the most important thing for this list. This first one at 0, the second one at 1, 2, 3. We fit do different things with our list, different command. One of them now, append. It means if we add something to our list, right? If you say make list, make you append 6, you go add 6 to the list. And if you just try all this code out, right? As we dey talk, just dey try them out. Since na just practice code, always try your code out. No dey look and say, I don't understand that. Now that practice, now go make you remember and pass. So just make sure say, you try all this code out one by one. So inside this function, different functions still dey inside them, right? If you do remove, if you remove something from the list, if you cut the list, different things like that, right? So since we don't know wetin our indexing be, most try, just try all this particular. More no even call this thing. More just call am list so that it no go confuse us at all. If you call them any name you like, because na just variable where they hold your list. So if you call them a post list, if you call them, I like to use a post well. And then for the last class, we get a post for our last class. What I've noticed is that, if you cannot do the small things in coding, it is impossible for you to do the big things. It's just a matter of understanding and always just keep learning another. What's this? What's going on here? Print boss list. Why this line? Oh, spelled boss wrong. That's kind of errors that we'll be seeing. All right. So what we're just saying here is that this our list called our boss list. Append, which means to add something. Just add 6 to it, or let me see, we add 6 to it to this print across. Try different things. Can you add? Of course, if you are new to this class, you know that this is a data, and this is a variable. You are storing this data inside this variable. This type of data is a list. To do something with this list, you can add something to it with this append. What you want to add? Now the data where you want to add, but you want to add 6 to add. So if you run them, and you say make it print, do this command, this function, print boss list. You go print them, add the 6 to add. So please try all the different things, and we'll look for more examples. Just try as many examples as possible. You can remove something from the list. the same way we take put this 6, we feel still okay, we still feel say make a remove am. But something go happen for you, because if I just say make a remove right now and I rerun this particular code, right? I cannot say remove 6 again because 6 no dey inside here from the beginning, right? If you want make e remove 6, you need to first append 6. So more remove 5 or something. So I think that one go fit work well. So we don remove 5, e give us 1 to 4. So please, to test out all these different functions or tools, but this one are just the major ones wey you go dey need. You wan remove something from your list, you no like am again, or you wan add something new to your list. Now this kind small things, right? We fit still sort the list. The list just want me say normal sorting now. Maybe the list dey arrange am one kind. So if you use sort, you go just quickly arrange am, maybe if na number 1 to 5, and just arrange am neatly. Reverse, you fit change am, maybe carry am from back go front, and just try all these things out, make you see say e dey work for you as well. Another thing be say list fit work even if na different data type. For example, you get another list for here, and you get apple, you fit get apple, banana, you fit get apple, banana, mango, right? If you get apple, banana, mango for inside. Sorry about that. Guys, please always tell me this thing. I'm always carried away if I need to like switch the pages. All right, so this is you can have string in your list. This is your list here, and your list can carry different string instead of that number that we've used, for example. And if you say print my list, it prints you apple, banana, mango. You can have both integer and float type of data. 1, 2, 3.5, 4, 5. You can have boolean in your list, right? Boolean is just true or false. So you can have true, false, true, false, true, false. You can have a mixed data, like 1, apple, true, different things, right? In different data type, right? Inside one list. So, and you fit still get empty list. But this one, I think it's pretty straightforward, no be something wey. But if you say more come this particular part of this equation, or this our code example, right? Now be this what we call nested. For the last class, for the last code we will show about if else, we get nested. I forgot to mention say under that first if, we get another if else under am. Now nested if that, as we talked yesterday. So as that nested be, we say it be like nest now, like bed we get nest, you get other things, maybe eggs inside am. So we just that one they remember saying a nested if else statement, because you get another if else under am. So now the same thing for nested, this nested list, right? Then our list be this, right? And don't forget say normally now one list be this. This one from here, 1, 2, 3, this 1, 2, 3 now one list normally, just the same way we will get them for the first. We'll just come on this ones first. This one now one list already like this, right? But we get list under them. And if you go right, just carry your pencil and paper and say, okay, you want first say maybe list of electrical material. You first put electrical material. You need to carry list of electrical material. You won't go supermarket now. You won't buy electrical materials. You won't buy maybe food stuff, different something, right? And you also buy maybe things for toiletries, right? Bathing, something with bath, soap, all those kinds of things. So under the first list, you say, okay, electrical material, You get three lists already like this, three particular lists. Then under electrical material, you won't put screwdriver, tape, different things. You don't next time, you don't put another list inside that particular list. So now what we do for here be that we get one list here, we get one list here, we get one list here. And we'll just separate the list with normal comma where we take separate our normal list. Then we add another extra brackets for here. So basically, if we say, okay, make computer print this our list come outside, for example, it's still the same thing. You go print this long, this thing come outside. But what you want to do right now, and to say, okay, make it find something inside our list. So the way we take do maybe print, say, okay, normally our print function now say once and print out something, right? So we want to make it print our list. If you say make it print our list, of course you go print out everything like this. But no be what we want to be that. We want to say make it print particular positions of our our list, what we call them the last time, we call them index, right? And the position of that item. The word is item, the keyword is item in the list. So we can say, okay, make it print them out. You go print out all these things, of course. So in our list be this, right? But no be what we want to be that. What we want to do now say, we want to say, okay, this particular list, we want maybe first list on the, that means we want this first list, right? So this first one here, we want this first list. Of course, if we want the first thing on the list, the first thing we want to do now to just at least say, okay, we need to give them this bracket first. Say position what we want find them, go position 0, for example. So this is position 0, that's the first list. This position 1, and this position 2. So if we say make a print the list with the position 1, you go print this first one for us. Of course, if you say make print the list with the position 2, you go print this last particular list for us. So if we want print maybe 6, right? And the item we did is that means we won't go inside position 1 because this is position 0, right? We want to go into position 1, that's the first list, and under this position 1 we won't go find a particular item with the position 2 because 0, 1, 2. So we just say, okay, this thing, so we here, we'll get another one for here. That means say we first go here, which is position 1, go find waiting the position 2. I don't know if you did clear. Now this part feel confuse some. If you, I don't know. Let me just go back and ask question if it's clear. Is anybody having an issue with this one? I cannot just talk they go. Anybody? All right. I'll run out. All right. So what we do, and I want to make you try them yourself. We get list, and we say, okay. Okay. All right. So basically now, if you want print this, if you want print list, everything within the list, if you just say, okay, make a print list for you, you go print everything here, right? But if you say you want print just position number 1, if you run them, you go print this particular one. The reason why I print this particular one is say computer they count from 0. They count this one as position 0, position 1, position 2, right? So don't forget say we get 3 lists inside this our 1 list. This one they show 1 list like this, but we get nested list inside. 1 list here, 1 list here, and number 3 list here. So if we want to say, okay, we want to go find something inside this list. This list they position number 0, 0, 1, 2. So if they find something for this particular list, we go first, go find out for the position. Say, okay, we find this list. Oh, if you print them out like this, you go print this full list come outside. This 7, 8, and 9. If you can't say, okay, computer, we want go find number 9 or number 8. Let me use number 8. We want make you print number 8 for us. How will you take print this number 8? The way to do it is, okay, we don't already say where the position of this number 8 is inside this list. Number 1, we will first say, okay, where this list, where the number 8 is, which list it is, right? It is inside list 0, 1, 2. It is inside list 2. 2 because this one is 0, this one is 1, this one is 2. So the position of this list where we define so now 2. So but we won't find 8. Inside this list, 8 day which position? 8 day inside position 0, 1. And the second one, right? And you go count from 0, 0, 1. So to get number 8, we go this list. If they refer to this list, if you first print them out, you see now waiting print for us with this. We'll first go here. Then when we reach here, we can go pick 8 with the position number what? Position number 1. This one the position number 0, 8 the position number 1. So what you just need to do now to just first go position number 2, 0, 1, 2. Then when you can't go position number 2, go find 8 come outside where they 0, 1. So if you run them now, you will get your 8. So I don't know if it did clear enough now, or you will still say, okay, maybe but you will get them very soon if you never to grab them now. All right, thank you, Mo. All right. So please, guys, may you just always try to like mute. All right. So basically, now what we want to do for list with that? So we'll go. Okay, we still do other things for inside list, and I want you just try different things out, right? When you want try, just try different things out. Try different data, mix them together. It's all about testing it. When you test and make it give you error, make it understand. Okay, wait if you work with this and these rules no they work. So now just about rules, and the rules you don't need to store everything for head. And just know say okay, these ones they work or based on say you don't try them, and these ones when they work. You get many other things if you do, but just learn say okay, see wetin dey possible, see wetin no dey possible. So please always go through all this and find if you have any issue, correction, or anything, let us know. Also, the last thing here is that we can also do what you call negative indexing. Of course, if you want to negative index, maybe for example, say, and just to count down from back or something, maybe you say okay, -1 or something like that. If you say, -2, it will count from this back. Say this one normal in 1, right? But if you say make it -2, it will just 1, to come print this list for you. So if you do different things, we go fit make your code dey easier and make you run faster. So for here we get range, right, and random. Of course, random we go dey use random very well. Random just means say, alright, screen, sorry. Range and random, alright. Alright, I think you can see it now. Range and random. Okay, random and range. Okay, so range module just dey inside Python wey be say dey help us just be like functions, and they give us random numbers. Random number are just, if you just pick anyone, wey be say maybe you say make you pick from 1 to 10, if it be 2, if it be 3, if it be 5, if it be 10, you go all pick anyone at random, carry and give you. So I say random be that, be like say the close eye they choose something. So anything wey you choose now by luck or something like that. So I say random they do be that. And also we go also learn what they call import modules, or modules that it just be like let's say we dey talk about functions. Say if you want print out something, you go tell am make you go press print this, functions like learn and everything we don't talk about. But for other functions we know they inbuilt, we don't follow Python come, you need to import them. And one of those functions are random, right? So when you want maybe start your code, you will need to add these random keywords. They make it import random. So if you import random, then you go fit use random. Don't forget, say we don't see this rand int. Sorry, we don't see this kind of thing when we do dot append, dot remove, and all those things. So now instead of getting your rule, right? For example, if you want to generate random number between 1 and 10, right? This code will fit run out for you, and you fit just test them out. Say, okay, random number between 9 and 10. This one is just, of course, normal variable. Say, okay, if you don't run random number finish, store them for inside this random number variable. So that if I fit call this random number anywhere, like here, you could just give me the random number straight up. So most if you try them out for inside our code, right? So just remember wetin the codes they do, so that when you see them for anywhere, you go quickly pick, say, okay, this thing they randomize number, or they bring number at random. And what we just they do for here now to just to print the random number we will collect for here. Say, okay, computer, see what they do for us. They do random dot rand int 1 to 10. 1 to 10 just mean the range we will take do the randomness. If you put 100, you of course you will choose number between 100. What's up? Of course, my screen. Okay, so of course you need to first put this import random, because random no dey inside follow comma Python. So random come with this function called this random.randint. Wetin this random.randint they do now to just give us random number. Then you go pass am the if you pass am the range. Say, okay, from 1 go reach 10. Numbers wey dey between 1. So you no go pass that 1 to 10, right? So if you say make you print random number, you go expect say if you print 9, anytime when you run them, you go print different random number. You go print 10. If you print 3, like that. So if you still say make this parameter dey like 100, so you could expect bigger number like 35. If you say make it dey from 1 go reach, or you say make it dey from 100 go reach 1000 or something. Same thing. It will give you number between 100 and 1000. So now wetin the randomness they do be this. But for this random, the parameters make me no confuse and we get everything I want quickly separate them from. Right, I want to separate them from range, right? But we'll reach there very soon. Um, for range, they give you, of course, random dey different from range, and we go explain. I don't want too much talk with the explanation. We go see am for our code, right? So make we do range number. Normally, if you say okay range, you go talk say they give you sequence of number. Like if you present you with a list, but be say na say just dey do am random. No, range be say okay give me number between 1 and 10. So the range function for inside Python dey generate sequence of numbers or number wey follow themselves. Na example of how we fit use range function to produce sequence of numbers or numbers wey follow themselves from 1 to 10. So range different from random. So range dey talk about make the number follow themselves. So if you say make e give you, for example, all these things are just string. If they confuse you, maybe you think be code be all those ones, right? So these are the real code wey dey here. So that one are just to add, sorry, that one are just to add Jara to the whole thing. So coming to the code, this was the original code, and I was like, no be code be this one because I just to add extra Jara to the things wey dey happen. So basically, coming back to this particular, okay, your call end in 4 minutes. All right, let me just quickly round up. We'll probably take it off and come back if we didn't finish this particular one. All right, going back. Range, right? We talked about range, and we say okay, it's different from the random one we just talked about. Range they give you say okay, the range now between this and that. So now all the number where they between those two numbers, or for example, now the range we put for here. Now I just say if you try them, now we go know what's going to happen. Now 1 and 11. If we say make a print them inside list, right? Make a list them out for us. So we store this range for here, then we put them inside this. May I just reduce all these things? We put them inside this we'll just call a range of number or something. Range of number, we just put them inside this range of number. So because na just name, right? Na just name of wetin we dey store. So if we say make e print us list, because you go need to list them out for us one by one. Make we see wetin go happen if you say make we just print them out like that. All this kind of thing, please abeg dey try to do all this kind of thing. If you say make you print them out like that, right? Now all this information in go print out for us. 9 be this. But if you say make you make a list them for us, it will bring out wetin dey the range. The difference for here now say this 11 no go join, right? The last one no go join. If you say make you give us range of, you don't go add this very last one, this 12. You go stop for the one before the 12. The last one no go join inside the list or inside the range. So you go stop 1 before am. So now the difference with that, if you say give me random 1 to 10, it will give you anyone between 1 and 10. But when you talk about range, now the only difference with that, so if they use range, just know say this last number no go follow the list come. So now I just want to quickly clarify that before we move ahead. All right, I want us to try this particular game ourselves as example. Try it with random, with elif and if else statement. Now like things we don't use before, we just repeat them. All the things we don't learn print, function, string conversion, all these things. So I beg again, now the assignment be that let's try and put it in our and show the code maybe tonight or tomorrow before tomorrow's class so that we can go to loops. But I will explain this and we'll code it out together tomorrow again, just to explain every part of it. So guys, it has been a good one. Please ask your question. Let me see if we have some time. But will I don't even enter. Hold on. Hmm? No, they have. So that. Sorry guys. I think so we'll round up it in 1 hour. Got carried away. Okay, welcome back guys. I'll probably extend this course to over 1 hour. Probably between 2 hours sometimes. Then we'll be having maybe breaks, maybe 5 minute break or 10 minute break. Continue. Alright. Welcome guys. Who else is not here? Let me just wait a bit. It's nothing much. I just wanted to like drop the assignment before we go so that we can try it out. Please guys, you need to just I'll also put it in the we are almost done. I just want to try out this particular assignment. Alright, this is the assignment. It's inside random and range, and it's just for us to use this random and range. And I want us to just code it out ourselves. And tomorrow we'll come together to check it out in where the mistakes are. Just think about it yourself. What is currently happening? What is happening here? Just think about the code. What is happening in this particular code before anything? What is happening here first? It looks all like jargon, but you will notice that you can now read codes from welcome back. Matthew, they always the para. You shouldn't be. Matthew, they count 1 million. So, guys, I just want to quickly round up the space. I say space, the class based on this assignment. Look, is there anything? Okay, not me. All right, I just want to quickly round up this class with this our assignment. I want to try them out. It be like something wey dey difficult, but I go like from wetin we just learn today and wetin we don learn from the beginning. I want to try this code out. Then tomorrow we go code am out first thing when we enter the class, maybe with the first 10 minutes or something or 5 minutes. We'll just quickly code am out. But I would like make you because this one now no be anything new. Now everything we don't learn from beginning go reach end. Now we just dey try out for here. So now like dice game, right? Okay. Never even the row self. I think this code, something is wrong with this code. You row 3, your score now 3. Alright. Winner, you row 6. So okay, I think it's correct, but maybe I'll add 1 or 2 things tomorrow. So normally we just dey try something out for this particular code, and I want make you go through am yourself, make you try read am and figure am out, write am out, change some things as assignments. Just use am as practice tonight or tomorrow before the next class. The reason is because everything we don talk about na we go use. Um, for here we use import random. We store. All right, welcome. For here we just use score. May I just quickly give like background and explanation in case I know if you dey ask question from the more they discuss about them for the telegram so that at least everybody know go things now only them know they get them. One thing we say, no thing say now only you know they get them. People know they get them plenty. You know easy to get them like that, you know. So of course dice, you can say it's a dice game. Maybe if 3, 4, 5 people want play or something, you know. We just dey try use all this our things wey we don learn. We wan try use this random, say make e give us, you know, because we know say dice dey get 0 to 6, right, for the sides. So 0 go dey, 1 go dey, 2 go dey, 3 go dey, 4 go dey, 5 go dey, and 6 go dey. So we say make e random am 0 to 6. If the random fall for 0, because of course you dey roll the dice now. The people go say, why this guy dey use dice as example like this now? This guy dey play dice. But now the best example be this, because now wetin dey random be that dice dey random. There's some men they put juju for hand. I don't know how they do am. But dice is very random in its normal sense. And if you check 0 to 6, if dice or if this random give you 6 and you get 0, print okolo, game over. You know, okolo, you get 0. Okay, that's how they play dice. Dice they get 0. Now 1 to 6. But they call that 0 okolo. Now 1 to 6. Not true. Because I know they play dice like that. But we'll go just try and change some things and make it better. Now 1 be okolo, I don't know say or something like that. Now 1 is supposed to be okolo, right? Alright, so this code so no suppose long reach like this. So change am to 1, say now 1 now be okolo. Then if dice turn to okolo, will be 1. Print okolo, game over. If elif still be like if dice turn to 1, print 1 I. You know, I just make them up. You know, if you make your own up too. And when you print that 1 I, give am 1 score, right? Say na +1. You know, this score dey possible because we don already set score to 1 for here, right? You know, say if you put another thing for the same variable, the thing wey dey there before go comot, then the new one go enter. So now this one just means say okay, add 1 to anything wey dey here before, wey dey inside before. Na wetin e just mean. Make e come store am back inside. So if to say na 1 bin dey inside before, right? You go add 1. No be say you go comot everything fast. You no go comot am straight up with this plus equals. But if you just say na equals 1, it just means say you don comot wetin dey there before. But if you see plus equals 1, it means say anything wey dey there before, add 1 join, make e put am back inside. You understand? I think that's one. So we dey use am dey track the score. And after this small code, we will come write our first. We don't write our first program. We will write our first project. Will be like interactive section like this, but na more treasure hunt. Where people go play am, go right, go left, do like this. What we will do next with that. But first, this particular code go lead us to that particular one. So simple thing. Elif do this one. Print say your score now. Make you print the score come outside. Elif again, if na 2, the thing give you as random, you roll 2 I like that till you get to I think else give them 6, because for here we no put 6 for all of here. Say okay, if you roll 6, so you no need to ask am again, because you don ask am say if you roll one, o do this, if you roll two, do this. So if you roll, so else just form say okay, if you no roll any of this, e mean say na 6 you go roll, right? Na only 6 na im remain. So we just use am as else, print say the person don win. You score, your score na the highest. You roll, then you go put their score wey be 6, right? So if you run this thing now, maybe 2 or 4 of us dey play. You know, na me first play, I first run am. Someone is trying to enter again. Okay, na me first play, and we now, you roll 6, your score na highest, you roll 6, right? Another person come play, you roll 3, your score na 3, person get 3. Maybe we dey take score, say na the first round be this. Another person come play again, he run am, he say you roll 1 high, the person get 1. So we write am down, 3 of us, right? Me I get 6, the person get 3, one person get 1. You know, if you extend them with even people name and everything, right? So the next one you roll, you know, now random, right? Wetin I roll na 4, your score na 4. Another person come, you roll, you know, instead get 4, 2 of us get 4 4 like that. Another person come, you roll, okolo, game over for that person. 2 of us continue the game, that kind of thing. So I no wan make e dey too stressful, and or make it add any, but I believe say this explanation, if you no get am, I wan make you reason am yourself, change some things for here. Yeah, I dey record am, I go drop am just now once we finish. I no wan make it too long, because e don dey pass, e don dey like 41 minutes now. So we started from list down to this particular one now. So please, if you have not followed up to this session, use the notes. I also drop other videos that we've recorded of this class. Then we also have a catch up or follow up section that will bring everybody to the same page. So abeg guys, more just quick as we dey do am small small, one by one. No do everything at once. Now one of the things, if you look at this code, everything at once, now everything is scatter one kind. But if you first start with, for example, you come out or you bring these ones come down. So you first say, okay, you start with, okay, import random, you score this one by one. Okay, wetin this one they do? Okay, they random from 0 to 6. When you random and finish, you go store them inside these dice. So this dice now be the rolling. Oh, okay. So wetin be the next thing? So no, they put everything at once, right? You put them one by one, line by line. And if you put the first line, roll test them, put another line, test them as they go. So try change different things, and drop the level for the Telegram if you don't finish them. So guys, hope say today class dey clear a bit. Any question? No.
Abeg, where I fit see this code or the note? This one or
the note, abi?
Yeah.
Okay, e dey, make I just drop am again, but if you don't drop am well for inside, in case you're just joining, I will just drop the dey there. I will just retweet am for you for the, or we can just copy and paste am.
The assignment dey inside am, like
yeah, the code dey inside. The code dey inside. Yeah. So it go dey easier for you to, but the thing is say I want make you change the code, you know, make you put more options. Like I say now, my own dice now na 0 to 6 instead of 1 to 6. I want you to change it to 1 to 6. You know, make it more interesting. Type it different way you want, right? So that you can store it inside your own notes. And everybody, please try to get your own Git book to write your own notes. Now my own notes be these ones, right? You know, I always write them down as I want, you know, just to clear many things. You know, if you want to go back to easily, you will just quickly come here. So we go read and go. So I will open the next classes later, and I go add them small, right? So yeah, thanks everybody. If there's no question, we'll just call it a day. I beg, any issue, more no shame, more to drop out for the Telegram, and so we could learn the improve one by one. More they ask a lot of questions, but if you don't want to do it like that, still DM me, no problem. The reason why I say more put out for the general this thing, because make other people feel learn from everybody is going to have errors, so that everybody can learn from the mistakes, and people can easily help you out. People who have maybe passed that stage, a lot of them are in that Telegram group. Many people wey dey there wey really want help, right? So that I may not be able to answer you in good time, and that's another issue. And you want to finish the assignment, that kind of thing. So thanks everybody. If there's no more question, I will just end the recording here.